Pop goes the Rusty. Luke is very proud of being a little engine. He talks endlessly about it, but he works hard too and makes everything ran like clockwork. It was a splendid day. The cars and coaches behave well. The passengers even stop grumbling, but the engines didn't like having to bustle about. There are two ways of doing things, Luke told them. The little engine way, or the wrong way. I'm a little engine, and don't we know it? They groaned. The engines were glad when the visitor came. He purred smoothly towards him, so Topham Hatt introduced him. Here is Rusty. I have agreed to give him a trial. He needs to learn. Please teach him, Luke. Good morning, purred Rusty in his oily voice. Pleased to meet you, Luke. Is that Diesel and Emily and Thomas too? I am delighted to meet such famous engines. The silly engines were flattered. He has very good manners, they murmured. We're pleased to have him in our yard. Luke had his doubts. Come on, he said. Rusty purred after him. You're worth top. So Topham Hatt to you, ordered Luke. Rusty looked hurt. You're worthy, said Topham Hatt. Thinks I need to learn. He is mistaken. We Diesel don't need to learn. We know everything. We come to a yard and improvement. We are revolutionary. Oh, said Luke, if you're revo-thingamy, perhaps you'd collect my cars while I fetch Thomas's coaches Annie and Clarabelle. Rusty, delighted to show off, purred away. When Luke returned, Rusty was trying to take some cars from a siding. They were old and empty. They've not been touched for a long time. Rusty found them hard to move. Pull, push, backwards, forwards. Oh, the cars groaned. We can't, we won't. Luke watched with interest. Rusty lost patience. Grrr! And gave a great heave. The cars jerked forward. Oh, they screamed. We can't, we won't. Some of their brakes snapped, and their gear jammed in the sleepers. Grrr! LOL, chuckled Luke. Rusty recovered and tried to push the cars back, but they wouldn't move. Thank you for arranging these, Rusty. I must go now. Don't you want this lot? No, thank you. Rusty gulped. And I've taken all this trouble. Why didn't you tell me? You never asked me. Besides, said Luke, you were having such fun being a revo whatever it was you said. Goodbye. Grrr! Rusty had to help the workmen clear the mess. He hated it. All the cars were laughing and singing at him. Cars are waiting in the yard, tackling them with easel. Show the world what I can do. Gaily puts the Rusty in and out. He creeps about like a big drizzle. When he pulls the wrong cars out, pop goes the Rusty. Grrr! Growled Rusty, and scuttled away to sulk in the shed.